Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's a trade of the day, Thursday night / Friday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. Markets dipped yesterday. President Trump was not specific or forthcoming in his update about the war, and the markets reacted accordingly, mostly going down. Oil is still threatening to take off, and there's just no more information about the progress of the conflict. So um, crypto took a dip as well. And checking out my sources this morning, I didn't really see anything that's making the markets move one way or the other. We're still kind of in that range that we've been trading in between about 65 and 70 on Bitcoin. So let's go to the charts to check it out. Okay, this is the Bitcoin day chart and big fat red candle for yesterday. The current one is forming red as well. We're at 66.5. Bounced off 70,000 a couple times. Makes me think it's short-term resistance. And yeah, below all the EMAs, 20, 50, and 200. Ethereum is faring slightly better. Well, I was looking at earlier and it was above the 200. Now it's below. So maybe not. But above 2000. So that's at least the psychological point for Bitcoin. And then finally, I like to do a quick shout out to my sponsors, Carbon and Blowfin. There are links for both in the pinned comment. So hope you take advantage of that. It helps keep the channel going. All right, currently not much we can really draw from. Let's take a shorter time frame look. Yeah, the 1 hour chart's down on Bitcoin. Last 4 hours. Ethereum, yeah, last 6 hours. So not looking that good going into the weekend. If you're looking for spot trades, you might want to hold on a little longer, wait for that continuous dip. All right, so what do we do with this market? Let's go to our free information sources, see if we can find some contenders, uh, put on some alerts, and try to get some good entries today. Okay, so I'm on Crypto Bubbles, and about the only thing that's positive, we've got Algo, Render, Quant, and some others I don't know that well, Stable, Jupiter. Um, so let's go to the sort. And Algo's up almost 10% today. I was looking at that earlier. Let's check it out. So this is my day trading layout, 15-minute chart. Supply and demand visible range by Lux Algo for support and resistance, green zone support, red zone resistance, currently in resistance. RTI relative trend index I use for alerts and entries. And the last time we dipped below 20 yesterday and did so right about here. It had a nice move, 10%. That's a great day trade. So currently above the 80, so we're too late to catch that. I'm gonna recycle one of my alerts, I think. Hmm, maybe not. Okay, alerts. I had it on log. So if I restart here, my algo alert from yesterday, I've got the rectangle showing up and it's bolded here on my alert list. So let's look at it real quick. Entering a channel, upper on the 80, lower on the 20, and crypto bubbles for the alert name. And the sound I use, 3 notes reverb, but you can choose what you want. I'll click save and we are good to go. I'll do a new alert on something else, but okay, what else do we have on crypto bubbles? Render. I used to trade this one, but then it got absorbed and combined with something else. Let's see if there's a chart for it. Okay, it's on a lot of exchanges now. It's on Coinbase and Bluefin, and that's what I was looking for. So currently above the 80, so let's set an alert on this. Right click on the RTI and entering a channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. Message, crypto bubbles, apply. And notify an app on my smartphone, toast notification, pop up here on my laptop, play a sound also on my laptop, as I mentioned before, 3 notes reverb, which is what I like for my day trades. And click create. And then I've got the rectangle here, and it shows up in my list here. So I'm good to go for my render alert on Blowfin. What I like about this exchange is you don't need KYC or a VPN to access it. So wherever you are in the world, you can trade on Blowfin. And if you join with my link, you get a deposit bonus. I make a small commission. We're both happy. So check it out. All right. So that's render. That's 2 coins on crypto bubbles. Let's go to my next source, which is CoinGecko. And again, we'll sort by 24-hour. And we're seeing some overlap here. Maybe we'll look at Quant and Jupiter. All right, Quant. I was trading this last year on Coinbase on some swing trades. It's on Blowfin. Let's look at it there. All right, well, it looks like the Algo chart we looked at blown through the 80. So I'll set an alert on this. Entering a channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. And CoinGecko. And create. And there's my rectangle. So this one's going to be a short contender. If it dips below the 80, then I'm going to check the, markets overall. Well, Bitcoin and then the market overall, see what's going on, and then we'll make a determination if I want to take that trade. All right, so that's quant, and then what else? Or anything else I like to trade? H bar. Yeah, let's look at H bar. I just got out of a trade on H bar a couple days ago. Trying to catch something in the below the 20, but not seeing it. Let's sort this differently. Something that's been beaten down, due for a recovery. Uniswap might be a contender. Zcash, Monero, these are coins that have been moving lately. All right, we'll look at Zcash. So Zcash broke above the 20, and that happened right about here. Yeah, not bad, 2.7. So let's try that one again. I might have a recycle alert option there. Yeah, Robin's suggestion. All right, there we go. So that's the RTI recycle alert on Zcash that I had from I think Monday or maybe even last week. And okay, we're good to go. Let's do a quick check on that at 80.20. So we're good. All right, so that's CoinGecko reverse sort and trying to catch along. Let's go to I forgot swing trades again. In the future, guys, if I just totally focus on day trading and forget swing trades, just let me know. So anyway, we'll go out to Zcash and go to my swing trade layout. You'd think I would remember this after doing this Zoom call for a couple years, including swing trades. Okay, so on Zcash, we've got a Trendilo LSMA, which is my confirmation indicator pointing up, but we don't have the SuperTrend on board yet. So assuming that happens fairly soon, about 6.5% to the red zone, not bad. A quick review of my swing trade layout. I've got the same indicators for support and resistance. I'm using SuperTrend for entries. It's alert friendly. And then I mentioned Trendilo LSMA for confirmation. So on this one, right click on the SuperTrend, select buy if you're looking for a long, and we'll call this CoinGecko, and sound, I'll go with a
What's your price
handle.
prediction on H4 and XTC by July 4th, 2026?
What was that? Let's see. Okay, so that's my swing trade alert on Zcash. I want to go with a 4-hour. Some of these longer time frames obviously have better retrace potential, but I don't want to stay trading and trade for 40 plus days. So, all right, well that's Zcash as a swing. Let's go to CoinMarketCap, crypto community sentiment, see what they're interested in. The bearish list is really short here. Trump, SHIB, and Bitcoin. Bullish on quite a few coins. Caspa, set an alert on that last time. Algo, Ethereum. We'll look at Cardano. Okay, Cardano. Well, Well, it did dip, but that was more like a day ago. But then mostly sideways. Well, almost 4%. That's not a bad day trade. But just broke the 80. Let's see, do I have an alert on this from yesterday? I don't think so. All right, so new alert. This might be something I short. And go back to 3 notes reverb, create, and yeah, got the triangle there, or this rectangle there looking good. Is this better as a swing trade? Huh. Kind of like this as a swing. Well, not really. About 5%. And we don't have SuperTrend online, but you might want to set an alert on this. And then if the rest of the indicators look good and Bitcoin looks reasonably good, then could be a decent 5% swing trade. Yeah, so maybe I'll set an alert on this. All right. And I have 2 swing trades alerted. Okay, so that's Cardano. Oh, I haven't looked at SHIB in a while. Well, this one's on most exchanges. There's Bluefin contract. All right, this broke above the 80. It's not that much room on it for a short. Yeah. So if I might just do this one as a long instead of entering a channel, we'll be crossing up on the 20. All right, change my sound and the name of the alert. And I'm caught up. This is only a long alert. I'm looking forward to dip back down and catch this, something like this. But I'd have to see a pretty big spike. The market trending up pretty hard to get in. I don't think it's moving quite enough to justify the trade, but yeah, look at my Bitcoin, say 15-minute chart, see what's going on. If to before I got in that trade again. All right, maybe I'll like it better as a swing. Nah, not much. It just hasn't moved that much. It looks like it is. It's doing this on a chart, but it's only moving a couple percent. So don't really like the 1 hour layout as much as I thought I would. 8 hour looks a little better. My support and resistance aren't loading very quickly. There we go. 11%, but 40 days? Ugh. No, I don't think so. I'll pass on this as a swing. Maybe a day trade, but well, of all the alerts I've set on the Zoom call, this is my least favorite. So, okay, do I have any requests on the
Nah,
chat?
I'm good.
No, nothing from Robin either. Uh, yeah, still stuck in pump. Okay, we'll look at that. Well, it looks pretty good as a swing trade now. 6%, still not as much.
Oh, it's got a buy.
Yeah, it's got a buy in a Trendilo, so the technically looks good, but there's not that much room up to the here, 6.8, 9% in 7 days. That's not bad. It's better than I thought. So let's look at some longer time frames. Yeah, 29% in 16 days. I like it better on the 4 hour chart, though we don't have a buy signal yet, but we're at support. We've got 4 green candles on the 4 hour chart. You could bend the rules on this one, I suppose. What's Bitcoin doing on the 4 hour chart? Yeah, I don't know if pump follows Bitcoin though. So yeah, resistance seems to be around this 0.0021 area. So that would probably be the goal. All right, well, that's about all I got. I'll wrap it up here. Those of you joining me on the live call, I appreciate it. If you're watching on the recording, check out the opportunities in the pinned comment. They help fund the channel, especially my sponsors Blowfin and Carbon. You guys have a good trading weekend, and we'll see you Monday night / Tuesday morning. Bye.
Bye bye.